Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. It is Del back once again with episode 8 of the book of Unwritten Tales. Now, last time we struggled quite a little bit. We had a good long conversation with the mummy inside the sarcophagus, but we finally figured out what we were supposed to be doing, which was grinding the beans with the mill. Now we know what to do. We just have to go inside and investigate this machine, which should open up the cellar. So let's do this. We need to aromatic... Oh, don't do this to me. Okay.
Very well.
There we go.
The water's turning brown. And
Okay.
it smells... lovely.
Right.
That's the fuel for the machine sorted.
Game. Let me put this in the... Oh, thank God for that. Pour the fuel into the bowl.
And woe betide if this whole effort's in vain.
What are you going to go straight up its nose? What the hell? What on earth?
Hello? You there, ghost. I have to find the secret cellar. Will you help me?
What is going to be... Probably something to do with this? You can just hear very slight noises coming from the ghost inside there.
Thanks.
Success! What did I say as well? It'd be stairs going down there. Spiral staircase.
mechanism.
Let's go. I'm excited. We've done something. Down the stairs we go.
So this is the legendary secret cellar.
Oh, good grief, it's a bit creepy and very legendary.
The cellar continues on behind these bars. I can't see anything, but I bet that the book's in there somewhere.
First thing I've noticed is this with the mirror. So we had one mirror up there, probably reflecting down here, and that's going to reflect onto something else. I don't know. Got a bunch of stuff to investigate. Then the first thing I also noticed was these garden shears, so I'm going to take them.
Guess even a secret cellar is in the end just a cellar, and all cellars have gardening tools such as these gardening shears.
Okay, let me have them.
As long as I'm not expected to do the gardening now.
Right, okay, what else? Right, there's a bunch of stuff. Let's look at the opening in the floor.
A small circular opening in the ground. It's decorated with an ancient script, just like the picture on the wall.
Okay. Where the wooden... Oh, that thing, okay.
Staff, approximately 2 meters long with a top made of bronze. Looks like something's missing there. This picture seems to indicate that a ruby belongs in there.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Let me have the wooden... That looks like a ruby, and a sapphire, and an emerald. See, I knew this game had some Pokemon history. Let's look at the junk.
The sad remains of extinct cultures, and of the last camping trip.
Okay, can't take anything there apparently.
I can't discover anything of interest amongst this junk.
Okay, can't do anything else with that. What about this opening in the floor? Can it tell me anything new?
A small circular...
No, okay, told me the same thing. Probably got to interact with that in a moment. Look at this stone figure with his mirror.
A small fat figure. She's holding a mirror above her head. Looks ancient.
She?
A small...
No, okay, that's the same thing. Look at the mural.
A picture on a stone slab. It depicts a man in a robe with a staff in his hand. A jewel is glinting in the headpiece of the staff. Some sort of light beam shining on it.
Okay, I've got one idea which I'll investigate in a moment after looking at these stone figures. I have got a...
There are 3 stone figures by the bars. Each one of them has a precious stone in it. This one here has an emerald.
That's probably a
This
sapphire.
third has an eye made out of a blue precious stone. I think it's a sapphire.
And here's probably the ruby.
This figure looks a bit like a dog. One of its eyes is a large ruby.
Can I...
This figure looks...
Why can't I just take the ruby? That would make it easier. But okay, look at the
Strong
bars.
iron bars without a door or lock. Behind it is a dark room. I
Okay.
somehow have to open the bars.
Yeah, about that. Let's go back up the stairs, I think. Now we've got this staff. I think it's going to be handy for... If we go... Wooden staff? No, we can't do... I'm hoping we could reach with the staff and open the box that's inside and take whatever's in it out. with this staff. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. Fantastic. And what's in it?
The window's open. The last rays of sunlight can enter the house.
Oh, nothing. It is a window. Right, okay. So now the sunlight's coming in and is going to be reflected off what we had. Dun, 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 dun. But I still need that ruby, don't I? Right. Open the bars? Is that now an option?
No chance.
No, okay.
There has to be a secret mechanism to open the bars.
Oh, of course, everything else is a secret mechanism. There's an opening in the floor. Use the staff looks like it should go in there. Yeah. Or, garden shears. I forgot I got them. I can't get the ruby with it though, unfortunately. Can I do anything with the garden shears around here? I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to take this back just in case I need it.
Take the staff with me. It might come in handy elsewhere.
Yes, I've got garden shears. I've got to go and do gardening because she mentioned there was that gravestone that was covered up by the vines. Let's go and do that. I love it when a plan comes together, or at least I think it's coming together. Garden shears. Use the shears on the undergrowth.
I don't believe it. Now I've ended up doing the gardening.
It's typical, isn't it?
It is indeed a gravestone.
Okay. Now I'm hoping there's a ruby in there.
A little gravestone made of granite that's got Kinski inscribed on it.
What's
A
Kinski?
little grave...
And are you not going to give me anything else? That's all there is. And apparently I've now thrown away the shears. I can't do anything with the stat. Talk to Cheep Cheep. Hopefully I've got news for Cheep Cheep. I found the secret door, Cheep Cheep.
Hey, Cheep Cheep, you'll never believe it. I found the secret door and I've been into the cellar. Hey, I could do with a bit more encouragement here, silly bird. Thank you. Yes, I'm sorry, you aren't a silly bird. Good luck, little one, and don't get up to any mischief.
That gave us not much. Can I prod Cheep Cheep away from the scarecrow? No, not by the looks of things. Examine the scarecrow, examine the gravestone. Oh, the gravestone just tells us the same stuff. There was a shovel in those tools. Surely I need to...
Gravestone made of granite that...
I think I'm going to go and try and get the shovel. I reckon that'll help. But no, it won't let me. I don't want to even bother speaking to... Look at the frame and the shaft of light. Okay.
The shield reflects the light beam into the cellar.
Ruby, ruby, ruby. Ruby, 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 ruby. Yeah, I'm not going to bother singing. Dragon Skull, anything new with this?
I can still remember a time when dragons were powerful. That was centuries ago, before they were subjugated to a stranger's will by the power of magic. Once they were brought under control, they were used by the 100 on battlefields. From that, very few of them survived.
Nothing new with the Dragon Skull. Okay. The diary, is there anything new here? Probably not.
There's nothing more there of interest to me.
Okay. Nothing new for me to look at there. The sarcophagus, the fact that I can open it again surely must imply that there's something else I can speak to this geezer about.
Yoo-hoo!
Yoo-hoo! Big summer blowout! That's what I want, the jewel.
I know you've never been down there, but there was a staff in the cellar, and there's a precious stone that belongs on the top of it, a ruby. Do you know where it is?
But of course, Mortimer.
Oh, good grief.
You asked me to hide it for you. Don't you remember?
I must have forgotten about that.
Oh, what would you do without me?
I don't
Could
know.
you please just give it to me? I just need it for a second.
What?
The jewel. And before you ask, I mean the stone that you put somewhere safe for me. And please don't tell me that you've forgotten.
How could I forget that? You said it was very important that no one found the stone.
Oh, okay. Now please can I have it back?
Why would I give a complete and utter stranger Mortimer's stone?
Mortimer sent me. I am losing the will to live. Exasperated sighs with this guy.
I'm a friend of Mortimer. He's sent me to fetch something out of the cellar.
I have never seen you here before, and I never forget a face.
Please, it's urgent.
I do not know whether I can trust you. I would only give a really good friend of Mortimer's the jewel.
Show...
That's me. I saved his life. Well, maybe.
Really? If you are truly a good friend of Mortimer, then you will be able to give me the answer to the following question. What color is his underwear?
Red. It's the... He had white shirts, grey socks and red underwear.
Red. He mostly wears red underwear.
That's right. Red silk underwear. But I'm still not quite satisfied. So, what is his cat's name?
Kinski. I hope. That's what it said on the grave.
His cat died some while ago. Her gravestone's outside. Her name was Kinski.
It was a tomcat. The poor thing is always so happy playing with my bandages.
Yes, very sad, very sad. But hopefully this proves that I am a good friend of old Mortimer, does it not?
You have only answered one of my questions.
Answered two, you
Two?
forgetful bastard.
You asked me about his underwear.
But why would his underwear be of any interest to me?
Oh, come on, don't change the subject. Are you going to give me that jewel now?
No, not yet. I have one last question.
Please don't be difficult.
What did Count
Oh, for crying out loud.
or Pieperbock say to his adjutant Henninger shortly before the Battle of Budleberg?
Huh?
Wrong.
Yeah, probably.
No, I just don't understand what you're talking about.
I am a trifle unsure about this too. It is a bit like a coded question.
I'm rubbish at riddles.
And do you know the answer?
Of course. Mortimer told me.
And you haven't forgotten it?
No. So, what is the answer?
What? It could be any of the... Right, so this game's been full of references. I feel like that's reference to Star Wars. Although, well, realistically, it could just be any old sentence. It's a fairly not stereotypical, fairly common sentence, I suppose. It's talks about an offer you can't refuse it. I'm gonna go for that one. That's what my gut's saying.
He said, Henninger, I am your father.
What nonsense.
Oh, bollocks.
I can see dead people?
That was before the battle. No, that's all wrong. Now tell me, what did he say to his adjutant?
234.
234, of course.
Oh? What?
234. I know all about that. Mortimer told me many times.
234 what?
200. Okay, 234 years old.
The professor is 234 years old. I've answered your question.
I asked that. Impossible. Mortimer just turned 63 on the 13th of July.
God fucking damn it,
So,
mummy.
234 what?
Is the square root of 14,412?
Is the square root of 14,412.
Not even close.
Oh.
So, what was that about 234?
That's the answer to the question about
No,
life,
that's 42.
the universe, and everything.
Now that I know. So, what is all this about 234?
Okay, I'm going to exalt... Okay, never mind. It's not 234.
How can anyone who is a good friend of Mortimer not know that?
But how? What?
234. Mortimer never told you that.
Well, yes. 234?
So it turns out that you aren't such a good friend after all then, if you don't even know anything about the 234.
Oh. Oh, that! You mean that 234?
Well, duh.
Yes, exactly.
With that thingy?
Yes, the thingy.
Precisely. I see that you are a good friend of old Mortimer's after all.
Of course.
Splendid! Now that you've proven that, can you give me the jewel?
At last.
Bloody hell. Thanks, buddy.
Many thanks.
You're welcome.
See you in a bit, bro. Right. Let's go and open that gate. I'm really confused. That mummy is ridiculous. Right. Combine the staff with the ruby.
Fits perfectly.
Good. Wooden staff with ruby mounted in the top and stick it into the hole in the floor. That hasn't done anything. Like, seriously, that's done nothing. That's just there now.
I think I'd better take the
Okay.
staff with me. It might come in handy elsewhere.
Do I have to be... No? I've got to do something with this blooming... What on earth? Oh, I'm gonna be able to... I'm gonna have to tilt one of the... I know. Okay, stick it in the hole in the floor. Go upstairs and tilt that mirror, probably? Look, okay, let's see if we can tilt this one first, actually. That'll be easy.
The light beam is reflected by the little figure's mirror, but it's simply shining onto the floor.
Yeah, I figured that much out. Can I move it?
There are strange marks on the figure's pedestal. Looks like the figure may have been turned. I've got to try and turn it back to its original position.
Yes, let's do that. Turn. Turn again. Turn again. Oh my god.
Excellent, the path is clear.
Dun 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 dun. We've done it. Read the book.
This must be the secret book. Oh, it's been written by hand and there are several pictures. There are a few words written in orange ink.
Why are we zooming in?
That doesn't exist, does it? The artifact of divine fate.
Of course it does.
This is serious. I should get this book to the arch-mage as quick as I can.
Good
As long as I
plan.
don't bump into the sorcerer or his troll, I should manage to make Seastone by midday tomorrow. Shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, and let me guess, this is where we're going to run into Wilbur.
Uh-oh.
Don't get trapped in there. Oh no, scary music. Or tense music. She got hit by a stone. Chapter 2. Dun 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 dun. In the town. We're probably going to go back to Wilbur. I'm excited. We actually did something good. I'm actually succeeding at this game. I had a very strong feeling I wouldn't. Throw a 20, apparently. 95% chapter 2 in the town. I'm excited for her and Wilbur to meet. Gonna be good. I'm hoping this goes back to Wilbur now. I want to explore the town with his short legs amongst all the human-sized people. Or humans in general. Most humans are human-sized. Where are we now? Oh, probably in the town, as it just said. He's eating a baguette or a panini. And here comes Wilbur. He's just landed straight against the wall.
Why are you staring like that? Never seen a town guard before?
No. You're a human, aren't you?
Me? Yes, you could say that. Never been anything else.
Wow.
My name is Bartholomew Anton Shieldhand, Royal Town Guard of Seastone. And who are you?
I'm Wilbur. Oh my god, it's a Secret of Monkey Island reference. I love this game even more. If you guys don't know, the main character from the Secret Monkey Island was called Guybrush Threepwood, and that's one of the lines, and he becomes a pirate basically. My name is Wilbrush Weather. I've got to say that just because it's amazing.
My name is, Willow Brush, Weatherwood?
What kind of a name is that?
Well, it's just my name.
So you don't want to tell me your real name then? On a secret mission, are we?
Pretty much.
Where am I?
This lovely seaside resort, residence of the arch-mage and home of the sea shanty singers, is Seastone.
Seastone? Then I made it!
Absolutely, I'd say. And here's me thinking that the orcs were firing grunts at our walls again.
I have to see the arch-mage. It's urgent.
Then I wish you the best of luck. The guard at the upper gate follows very strict procedures. He won't let you through to the arch-mage that easily.
The bastard. Is he actually in town?
Is the arch-mage even in his tower at the moment?
I'm not allowed to give out any information on that subject. Those are the regulations.
Can you tell me anything about the arch-mage? Do you know him personally?
Of course I know him. The Seastone Town Guard is also responsible for protecting the arch-mage.
Why does he need protection if he's as powerful as everyone says?
Well, he's not exactly the greatest of warriors.
No?
No. He's more strange. He thinks about stuff, you know.
Strange? Why does he do that?
Who knows? Who knows?
What do you mean by upper town?
Well, the town's divided into the upper town and the lower town. The Archmage's tower is, of course, in the upper town.
And what's in the lower town?
Taverns, shops, the common people's dwellings. Well, at least they used to live there. Not anymore.
What do you mean by that?
Where are the town's inhabitants?
Gone. Lots of them died when the town was besieged, and most of the survivors then went off with Gustav the Handsome to take revenge. That was rather less than successful.
And how many people are still living here?
Not so many anymore. If the Archmage hadn't had his tower here, the town would have probably been abandoned.
Sounds pretty sad.
But things will get better. Wait until we win the war, and everyone comes back. Well, those that are still alive.
Why aren't you fighting the war?
But if almost no one lives here, who are you guarding?
The
I'm
Archmage.
not guarding the inhabitants, I'm guarding the town. I'm guarding it like my father did before me and his father before him. But not his father, he was a blacksmith. But his brother-in-law was a town guard, and his father was a baker.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have to go. I'll get in to see the Archmage one way or another.
Well, I never. I have to get back to my post too. My break's over. So, Willowbrush Weatherwood, who wants to become a pirate, best of luck on your adventure. We'll no doubt bump into each other again.
Thanks, Mr. Shieldhand. See you later.
What on earth? So, we've made it to Seastone. I am going to call this the end of the episode. I am so happy there was that Secret of Monkey Island reference in there. That makes me so happy. That game was a very strong part of my childhood. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please remember to leave a like and subscribe just to see the rest of the episodes in this series. And I hope you guys have a nice rest of the day as well. Bye-bye for now. Titan Attacks is very much a Space Invaders clone, however a very modern and fleshed out one at that. Developed by Puppy Games, the guys behind Revenge of the Titans, the popular arcade tower defense game, with 94% of the 586 reviews on Steam positive for the game. If you found any enjoyment from the original Space Invaders, then you can be sure to get your money's worth from Titan Attacks. It doesn't change the gameplay very much, it just adds various power-ups and boosts, while keeping the core mechanics and gameplay the same. One of the weaker titles in this bundle, but not a bad game all the same.